Oh, shoot. Sorry, one sec, guys. Can't see you yet. All right. Back to the Future, you're first. Hello, I am doing good. How are you doing? Happy Friday. Rated Frog is also here. Good to see you. Reaper, thank you so much. I see that gift floating by. All right. Okay, so trivia question number 1. Guess which phase I did not have as a kid? Let me read through them really quick. Oh my God. Typo. Whew. There we go. Start poll. There you guys go. Hopefully you can see it. Let me scooch it over to the side. Make it a little bit tinier. All right, Raid Frog. Victor is here. Hello, Victor. Let's see who else is here. Paul White Folks Wallace. Hello. Yilmaz Gunnar is here. Rated Frog. Oh, Reaper sent a happy poop. That's awesome. Let me get you on my list. Thank you, Reaper. I didn't see that before. Brooke is here. Hello, Brooke. Yilmaz, thank you very much. Glad to have you here. Let me put you guys in my phone stand. Alright. It's not in there. There we go. Brooke says I'm painting. What are you painting, Brooke? If you feel like sharing. Is that crooked or not? Oh, hello guys. Happy Friday. Let's see here. Kevin! I have like solid weekend plans, I would say. Nothing too crazy though. Sorry, Axel's so slime bucket. Okay. Kevin, I am planning to, I'm going to watch the Chelsea game tomorrow. The Chelsea versus Everton game, I think it is. So I'll be watching that. And then I'm planning on, I got to work on my taxes. I wanted to get those knocked out last weekend and it didn't happen, but I'm almost done with my taxes. I just have, the issue is I have slightly more complicated taxes this time around because I had different income streams last year. It's a good problem to have, but it's just like, I want to make sure to do them right. How about you, Kevin? Rated Frog, Hannah, what are you cooking today? I'm not planning on cooking anything just yet. Ernest is here. Hello, Ernest. Thank you. This is one of my favorite t-shirts or blouses. I got it from Old Navy like 5 years ago. All right. Ernest saying hi to Back to the Future. Awesome. Let's see. I am going to make some tea tonight, and then I might chop up some tofu, but was just kind of wanting to hang out and chat with you guys. See what you're up to. How was your day? It was pretty low-key, Ernest. Thanks for asking. I just did some writing for work, and yeah, worked on my taxes a little bit later today, and then I don't know, just like ate dinner, watched some Outlander, pretty chill. Brooke, I don't know. Ernest, hopefully next month I can get my music on Spotify. Pursue it, Ernest. Honestly, that's really, really cool. If that's something you want, I say go for it. I don't know the process of getting your music on Spotify, but that's pretty cool. Peace and joy. So good to see you. Thanks for joining. Good to see you, Chazi. How are you doing? Happy Friday, everybody. Let's see. Ernest says, I have snippets on my channel. I made short music videos. Nice. I feel like YouTube is the place to start if you want to publish music and have people follow your music. Back to the Future saying hi to Peace and Joy. Yilmaz, I like you very much. Thank you, Yilmaz. I appreciate it. Let's see here. Trying to update a thumbnail real quick. Peace and Joy says, hey, Back to the Future. Yaba says, well, I definitely know one phase you didn't have, and almost sure of the other one. I think you're reading it wrong. I had all of these phases except for one. Yaba. Peace and Joy says, hope everybody's having a wonderful evening, sending lots of love and prayers to all. Thank you. Cosborn, is there any way to start a weekend other than with Hannah? Maybe Hannah and tofu scramble. I have tofu scramble over on my stovetop. I made it earlier today because I was running low. I'll show it to you guys in just a second here. Let's see. Ernest says, oh, I just noticed you are back to the Christmas earrings. Yep, I was just packing up my St. Patty's Day earrings and stowing them away for next year because I plan to really, not wear them until next year. Yaba says, I'm reading the question correctly. Guess which phase I did not have? Yeah, maybe there was a typo in your comment. I've had all of these phases except for one. Yilmaz said hi. Hello, Yilmaz. Thanks for joining. So there they are, back on the original packaging piece of cardboard or whatever you call this. I was thinking how nice, how fun St. Patrick's Day was this year. It wasn't anything crazy. I feel like I've had more eventful St. Patty's Days, but just I got to the end of the day on Tuesday and I was like, that was a really sweet, pleasant St. Patrick's Day. I was so happy with it. Thank you, Ernest. Yes, I loved these shamrock earrings. Who knows? Maybe I'll break them out for some other random occasion. I'm not sure what it would be. But I love that I've got these now going forward. It's like a one-time purchase, a one-time $15 earring purchase. And, assuming I don't lose them or break them, I'll just wear them for the rest of my life on St. Patty's Day. Thank you, Yilmaz. The Wee Garden. Oh my gosh, hello, Louisa, right? Let me check my notes to make sure I got it right. Yeah, Louisa, who is a river dancer. Oh my gosh, so good to see you. How have you been? How was your week? How have you all been since I saw you on St. Patty's Day? Ernest says, the extra stream was a pleasant extra for us YouTube fam. Yes, I was like, I have to go live on St. Patty's Day. I just felt like being live that day. I was really energized. I wanted to do some needle felting crafting. I wanted to drink some of my Irish breakfast tea. Well, and now that I've scaled back my live stream schedule, so I'm not doing Wednesday nights anymore, I was like, I feel like it gives me room to kind of throw in streams whenever I feel like it on other days. So now the schedule is Monday, Wednesday. No, sorry, messed that up. Now my schedule is Monday, Friday, Sunday. The Wee Garden Witch says, it was lovely. Hopper, good to see you, Hopper. How are you? Happy Friday. Junior Caraway, how are you doing when? No, Junior Caraway, I haven't had that experience. Nope. I'm grateful to say. All right. You guys, so I was working on my taxes today and this week, and I am a believer in taxes. Like, you gotta pay your taxes, but let me tell you, when you make your own income, so it's like, for example, for this year's tax return, I have both my W-2 income from my 9-to-5 job, and when you work a 9-to-5 job, when you work for an employer, they already withhold all the taxes, so you just report that info. But when you're self-employed and you're making your own money, for example, through YouTube, I had to report my YouTube income on my taxes this year. And oh my gosh, like paying the quarterly taxes, or they call them estimated taxes, and you have to pay them every quarter of the year. It's so sad. You're like, oh my gosh, I made all this money, but then you have to remind yourself, there's a whole like third of it, even more I'd say, that goes right back out the door in taxes, and you're like, no. It's so sad, but it's also the law. So it's like, you can be sad about it, but pay for it. It's like, for me, the only option is to be a little bummed about it, but also pay the taxes that I owe. But I was like, oh man, that's so sad. Buy hard-earned income. Ugh. All right, Cosmorn says, no more Wednesday streams, leaves us in suspense. Exactly, I like it because I feel like between Monday and Friday, I could throw in. It really depends on my schedule, but I was like, I like the idea of leaving a few days open and like potential pop-up live stream days, but I wanted to scale back the number of days where I was 100% locked in, where it's like, I'm gonna be live on Monday, I'm gonna be live on Friday, I'm gonna be live on Sunday. So I was like, I can do 3 locked in days, but I feel like freeing up that 4th day, Wednesday nights, it just gives me more time to fill. Like, I've been missing filming and uploading like long form videos. I've been doing shorts, but I feel like it's like live streaming has been so many hours of my week where it's like I want to reduce the number of hours for live streams and then reallocate that time. Thank you, Hopper. I want to reallocate that time over to other YouTube stuff. And oh my gosh, you guys know this, I've talked about this before, I want to write a series of books, and I've started this, but there's a series of books I want to write about my dad's life, starting from his childhood all the way up until he immigrated to the United States and started living here. And the thing is, it's like, it's that kind of goal requires consistent scheduled time for writing and doing research and just, I don't know, other things you have to do to really write a cohesive series of books. It's a huge goal of mine, and I feel like I've just had to kind of face the fact of these books ain't gonna write themselves, and if I'm not, there was a great quote that I heard the other day where it was something like, whatever you don't schedule, and it's like, if you're not making time for it in your schedule, it's not a true priority. So it's like, I can say I want to do this, but if I'm not actually putting time into my calendar to do this thing, it's not really something I'm prioritizing. So in my head, it's like it's been like in the back of my head where it's like, I need to continue working on this. And so that's another reason why I wanted to free up a little bit more of my time, is I want to have more writing time in my schedule, and it's been bothering me that I just haven't been writing consistently. All right, Ernest says, my day was good. I finished another song and then I chilled the rest of the day. Nice. The Wee Garden Witch says, it's honestly depressing to pay taxes. I know, it's like I said, it's the law. Like dude, like tax evasion, not paying your taxes, that is a road I never intend to go down. It is such a mess. It can result in prison time. It's like so serious that I would never, ever, 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 ever entertain not paying my taxes, because it's like, you do not want the federal government coming after you. You do not want the state government coming after you. It is a nightmare situation. You just have to bite the bullet and it's like literally pay now or pay later. It's like pay your taxes now or pay the consequences later, which might not only be money, but also prison time and all these other disruptions. So it's like, there's no true alternative to me. It's just, you gotta pay the taxes, but it is demoralizing, where I'm just like, oh man, it like hurts to see like a large chunk of money that you worked for just like vanish from your bank account. You're just like, ouch. It's like when you're playing a video game and then, I don't know, you incur like a wound or you get attacked or something, and then your life points just go doom. Like it drops noticeably, and that's how it feels with paying taxes. And you're gonna have stuff, you're gonna be paying from your bank account or whatever, and you just watch it go doom, the withdrawal, and you're like, oh, this is so sad. But oh well, it's one of those things that it's not fun. It's not pleasant, but it's something that is required. No way around it. All right. Hopper. Oh wait, no, hold on, I'm behind here. Sorry. Little behind. Nicole, good to see you. Wee Garden Witch, where was he born? My dad was born in Ethiopia, Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. Although he might have been born in the provinces and then moved to the capital as a kid. But yeah, my dad has just so many interesting stories from his life. He came here as a refugee. There was a lot of political turmoil in his home country. And there's so much to write about. And I've had this, I mean, it's been this like very slow work in progress for years at this point. But I've never actually gotten to a point in my life where I was like, all right, this is getting calendar time in my weekly schedule. It's like, you know, a lot of other things get my time. My 9 to 5 gets my time. YouTube gets my time. Sleep is some of my time. Eating, chores, seeing friends, working out. But I was like, you know what? If I can't just let months roll by and years roll by and just kind of let it linger. It's gotta happen. If I want it to actually happen, I gotta schedule in the time to make it happen. So that's where that's the crossroads I'm at right now. All right. Pete says they seize your stuff. Yep, and I believe they can garnish your wages as well. It's just, that's the thing. People who want to mess around with taxes, I'm like, I don't even, yeah, like you are skating on very, very thin ice, my friend. Anyone who is like taking that gamble, and I'm sure there's plenty of people out there where they file their taxes or they like underreport things, or they don't file them properly and they don't get caught. But in my head, it's like, you're just, why even Why even play that game of potentially getting dinged? Ugh, no way. Thank you, We Garden Witch. These are my go-to live stream earrings. I wear them pretty much all the time unless there's like a holiday or another occasion for me to wear different earrings. Yaba says, it's the same situation for me. Working out my taxes is a nightmare. What is can and can't claim for then they change the rules? I know. I feel like it's the, like the thing is, I think it's really, really wonderful if you can support yourself, earn your own income. You don't need to rely on an employer to make money. I think that's super, like it's a great skill to have, where it's like you can employ yourself and go out into the world and earn enough money to live and pay your bills or whatever, or even just have side income that you're able to make yourself, that you don't need to get through some kind of employer. However, it then is up to you to figure out all the tax laws that apply to you as a self-employed business owner, or you're earning your own income. It's not coming to you through a business. So yeah, it's a headache, but at the same, like I was thinking this while I was doing my taxes this week. I was thinking like, man, it's so easy. It's so easy when you just have your W-2, which is in the United States. That's the form that they give to you to report your wages. It's like your taxes are so simple if all you have to do is just put in your wages that you earned from a company or another type of employer. It's like, boom, wages, salary, whatever from my company, and then maybe some investments, and then that's it. But once it starts to get into you're self-employed, you have a registered business, you have to report your quarterly taxes, or you have to pay them if you didn't. And I'm like, oh, it definitely is additional steps and a bit more stressful, at least in the beginning, when you're having to report income you made yourself. But at the same time, it's like, well, I wouldn't want to not have self-made income. Like, I'm happy for it. It's just having to jump through a bunch of additional hoops to make sure that the taxes are right. That's the tricky part. Pete says, did you have a Furby shirt? I don't answer questions that are related to the trivia. Cornelius, I see. Cornelius Moore, the We Garden Witch, says, I'm a criminologist. I know not to get on the law's bad side. No. Not for me, not worth it. There's plenty of people who think it's worth the risk of like, whatever, I'll take my chances. Are they really gonna know? Are they really gonna care? And it's like, you can't say for sure that they will, but if they do find out, I'm like, you do not want to be in that mess. No, thank you. A Chain said hi. Cosborn, weekend plans? Yes, I do have weekend plans. So I'm planning on watching the Chelsea game tomorrow. Chelsea versus Everton, I believe. And then I'm going to see, I'm going out with my mom and my sister on Sunday. Oh no, Pete says, I missed a form that reported a $10 payout. I was fined $150. That just feels so mean. Dang, boo-boo. What happened to your rich donor? I haven't seen him lately. I mean, the thing is, people aren't obligated to give. Some people give one time and that's it. So you should never expect someone is just gonna keep giving you money and money and money and money over and over. Boo boo, I still stop by and like, thank you. Micah, you used to make awesome cooking videos. Why did you stop? I still make cooking videos. So if you go to my channel, I did do a pizza recipe vlog a month or two ago. I am gonna make more, but I've been actually really busy with like brand collabs and just other stuff in life in general, but I'll get back to it. The Dax Anderson. What face did you not have as a kid being a Packers fan? Pete, the Wanderer, favorite dinosaur. The Wanderer outside the trivia, of course. Shopper said hi. Dustin, good to see you, Dustin. Hello, Chris the Sultan. All right, I was gonna grab Hopper's username. All right, here we go. What is this?
356-4282. Protect yourself, protect your income, protect your family.
Chris the Sultan says, I had a glitch, I'm back. Alrighty, let's get this updated here. No worries, Chris. Totally get it.
Shelly is in Tampa, Florida. Hi, Shelly, how are you?
Hi, I'm so happy to be on with you guys today. I have a question for you regarding anxiety over money, and that's kind of the reason for me.
Hello, Paul Muti. Good to see you, Paul. Welcome to the live stream.
Too much money. Piles of money scare you in the middle of the night.
A fear of handling money.
Let's see, Yaba. Oh yeah, Micah Ramsey in the background. Also, Micah, I appreciate that you asked that about the recipe videos. Where was your comment? You used to make awesome cooking videos. Yeah, it's like I feel like I am wanting to get back into long form videos. So one reason why I've decided to cut my Wednesday night live streams is so that I have more time during the week to film. It's like film, edit, upload, create the thumbnail, like do recipe videos. Because I feel like, I would say in the last year, 2025, I really went ham on live streams, like stream all the time. And I love live streaming, but part of me has been really missing creating the long form videos that I used to make. I used to do like 2 long form videos every single week. And so I'm thinking of like, I'm tweaking my schedule, making little tweaks to it so that hopefully I've got time to film stuff and post long form videos regularly. Union Ash, Pavlo. Let's see. Yeah, but once let a tax accountant do my tax returns. Oh yeah, I know. That's the thing. Yeah, but like I have done my taxes the last, I think, couple of years, or at least last year I did my own taxes. I used to have someone do my taxes for me, but then it's like I was getting charged this massive bill. And part of me was like, I could probably figure this out myself. I mean, we live in an age where we have ChatGPT, Google, you can search anything on your phone, anything on your computer, ask any AI powered engine, and go to YouTube and just search like, how do I report this on my taxes? Or what form do I need to report this? So in my head I was like, I know I can figure this out. It's not like I'm I understand if you're a Fortune 500 company and you have insane, or like Taylor Swift, who has like records and Spotify streams and royalties and merchandise and tour income and Disney Plus show. Like that girl, like Taylor Swift has, I'm sure, and she has a net worth of $2 billion. If you're someone who runs a massive enterprise and there's a million assets that you have to report and income streams and transactions, 100%, you're gonna need a professional to get that stuff done correctly. But I was like, I know my taxes aren't that complicated, and I know millions of people do their taxes by themselves. And it's like, I have a 9-to-5 salary income, that's pretty straightforward. I have some investments, I've got all the forms, I just have to report the dividend and interest income. And then I have some YouTube income from last year, but I was like, I'd rather try and figure it out myself, because it still feels like it's at a manageable point, than have to pay a fortune for an accountant to do, because I feel like paying an accountant to do my taxes is frustrating, because I can figure out I know how to do most of it already based on past years. And I was like, I don't think it'll take me that much to figure out what other things I need to include. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it I'm gonna do it myself this year and figure it out as best I can. And I think I've got it all right. All right. Chris the Sultan says that looks funny. It's like a goldfish bowl. Or are you talking about this?
These are the bills we're going to pay this month, and we hand them to a lady in accounting, and she writes the checks.
The Wanderer is asking about dinosaurs. I'm not gonna answer. Chris the Sultan, Purple Monster Rhythm, good to see you. Thanks for joining. Oh yeah, Micah. Micah, did you check out the most recent pizza video that I did? Because that one isn't from too long ago.
So each of those transactions is carrying the weight of the whole household, and it shouldn't be.
Okay.
Is that logical?
That's very logical. In his defense, he has tried.
Happy life, OMG, happy birthday. We all need to wish Happy Life a happy birthday. Oops, where are my donos? Shoot. Where's my dono tracking list? Happy life. Yes, I was gonna say, everyone, please wish Happy Life a very happy birthday. What are you doing this weekend? Have you locked in your plans, Happy Life? I know I asked you earlier this week, but do you have a sense of what you're gonna do this weekend? No problem, Happy Life. Happy birthday to Happy Life.
Your stress level, your anxiety level is lower than when you're broke and can't pay your electric bill.
Well, that is that we do have a great network.
You have a what network?
We're a great network.
What's that? What's a great network?
Probably just south of 10 million.
So I can tell you some things practically, and again, Dr. John's not here, but I can tell you some things that I've done. Because what you're saying, the things
Let's
that
see,
you're
Micah. Yeah, Micah. Okay, so there you go. Like, you were asking for recipe videos. Please go to my channel. It's on the homepage. I recently did a vegan pizza dough recipe. Adam says happy birthday to Happy Life. Yes, happy birthday. Yes, everybody wish Happy Life a happy birthday. Please, please, please.
something fun, it's going to cause us to
Oh,
not have
shoot.
money to pay the mortgage, therefore, a snowball effect, right? Write down what it is, and then you can actually have a clear solution to the problem.
All right.
There's never going to be a solution, and you just keep
Happy Life says, I had an amazing day, sweet cake and some swig soda shop. Swig soda, I don't know what that means. Michael Pruth. Thank you very much, Michael. Or sorry, Michaela. I saw Michael and I missed the A. Happy Life says, thank you, Yaba. I am blushing, feeling the love. Gotta remember the birthdays. Birthdays are so important. Birthdays were a big deal in my household growing up. They were not a casual affair. It was like, no, birthday equals birthday week and even birthday month. It was just, you were made to feel special whenever you had a birthday.
Crying every week over money, then you think that's kind of how things are supposed to be. You're supposed to cry every week over money. I got $10 million, but I'm still crying every week over money. And, I don't know what
Swig is a soda pop shop. Check it out. Okay, I've never heard of it before, but I will. I'll check it out. All right, I'm gonna put away some dishes while I'm over here in the kitchen.
competent. I'm not good at this. I'm not good at math. I can't do math. I'm not good at math. Well, the math is like 7th grade, 4th grade, somewhere in there you learn the math. It's really not difficult. I mean, if you pass your driver's test to drive a car, you can do the math. It's not that hard. It's intimidating if you categorize it over there as like some kind of mythical thing.
That's right.
The category is just, I promise you I could teach a 12-year-old how to do this stuff. And even ones that aren't good at math. So it's
Hello,
just-
Micah. Good to see you, Micah.
Developing a little bit of a rhythm and a practice and a confidence and in your competence and then your stress level just goes down. It's a great question though, because you're not the only one feeling this, I promise you. Might be the only one with $10 million feeling it. No, I'm kidding.
Micah, you made a lot of cool things. I still remember the 4th of July with all the flags. Yes. Oh my gosh. I still have those right here from like 2 years ago, I think.
Drowning in credit card debt, and collectors start threatening lawsuits. A rep from some call center debt relief company can't protect you. A lot of so-called debt
Back to the Future says hi to Micah.
actually protected if I get sued.
Yeah, Micah, I've been like brainstorming more recipe videos to do.
Isn't another debt relief company.
Because I've been doing, recently, like in the last year, I've been doing a lot of brand collab videos where the product was not like a food item. It was like maybe related to the kitchen. But I'd like to get back into recipe videos.
You get out of debt the old-fashioned way. But if you're out of options and you're staring down bankruptcy, Guardian gives you real protection and a path forward. Guardian attorneys have helped over 55,000 people across the country settle more than $600 million in debt. Not with gimmicks, with legal expertise. So, if you want real help instead of a sales pitch, go to guardianlit.com/Ramsey. That's guardianlit.com/Ramsey.
Let's see, what are y'all saying? Happy Life saying hi to Ernest. Siri, go away. Micah, this embarrassing because there are 2 Micahs. Not embarrassing, I think it's cool.
Welcome back to the Ramsey Show in the Fair Winds Credit Union Studio. Jay Washoe, our best-selling author, Ramsey personality, is my co-host today. Stephen's in Oklahoma City. Hi, Stephen.
Hello, Chad. Good to see you. How have you been? Happy Friday.
What's up?
I inherited some money when my dad passed away years ago, and
Happy Life saying hello to Chad. Love it. Be sure to vote in the poll, guys.
since then, I've got some rental properties and things like that. I've spent a bunch of them down there just eating me alive, and I'm debating selling them and being done with it.
Okay, so how much did you inherit?
I inherited $750,000 between cash and stocks, and then another $750,000 in equity in a business.
Okay. What happened? What's the status of the business?
The business is still good. My uncle who owns 50% of it is kind of like taking over it, and we're taking over. And
Happy Life says I voted, but I feel like I always get it wrong. Okay.
I had my dad run for a long time.
Let's see. I'll close the poll. I'll keep it open for another like 20 minutes or so.
And we figured it best to move closer to my mom and her family, and just back up here in Oklahoma. I stepped away from it, and now that I've stepped away from it, it's moved to 10
Random Preacher Green, good to see you. How was your week? Yaba says I've still not made scrambled curry tofu, not my thing. That's okay. It's not for everybody. Micah. We're not assigning numbers to the Micahs.
Get you some bandwidth, dude. Why do you need help? Hire an attorney, go sit down with your uncle, and go, this is over. We're selling this. How are you screwing me? It's a 10-minute conversation. Well, that's fine. You know, I'm gonna sue your butt. Well, the judge will help you with this. You can't screw me. I'm going to screw. You think you can okay to screw me? That makes you less likely to screw me. Listen out, dude. You listen out. Okay, and get a piece of paper and sign the thing over to him and walk away with your money, what you're wanting. Either fix it or give it to him. But don't just
All
have
right.
3
Are you cooking anything, Hannah? I'm not gonna cook tonight, buddy. I'm gonna make some tea here in a little bit. Any plans for 24-hour lives coming up? Yes. Well, not here. Let me 1 second. My brain is scrambled. 1 second here. Gotta get some tea going. All right. And then I'll move the camera over this way so it's not pointing at my sink.
You're afraid.
I think you're scared of him.
You're afraid he's gonna yell.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because it's not how I used to be, and then as soon as they are now.
All right, guys, I'm coming.
The current decision is
So let's get to these questions. I'm sorry. Okay. So Joe Wolf is here. Hello, Joe. Thanks for joining. All right. Let's see. Joe Wolf, Happy Life, was asking, okay, this is the question that I wanted to answer. Any plans for 24-hour lives coming up? I always try to support you and see you do a lot of crazy things. So I was tentatively thinking of doing a 24-hour live stream at the end of this month. That is not happening because one, I just physically, I don't feel up for a 24-hour live stream, and two, I have my childhood best friend who's actually coming into town next week. That's when I was planning on doing it, next week, over the weekend. And so I was like, no, not gonna do that. So I'm thinking that I'm planning to do a 24-hour live stream this year, at least one, but I think it'll probably be in the fall, either like a fall kickoff or a spooky Halloween 24-hour live stream. But I just was not physically feeling up to it. I was thinking of maybe doing a springtime, like a spring kickoff 24-hour live stream. But instead of doing that, I actually would love to do daily live streams the week leading up to Easter or something like that, in lieu of a 24-hour live stream. Hello, Shaika. All right. Snokomo KU game? No. No, I do not like basketball, so I will not be watching any basketball. Hello, Todd Long, right? Did I get that right? Yes, I did get it right. Todd Long. Hello, Todd. Good to see you. Happy Life says, yep, spend it with your friend. Time is short. Yes. I totally agree. Yeah, well, and the thing is, my friend confirmed her plans to come and visit next week. But even before my friend confirmed her plans to come and visit, oh, Roger Hess, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, even before my friend locked in her plans to come and visit me next week, I was just like, physically, I've been really been focusing on rest, relaxation, really good nutrition, just taking it easy in 2026, because the last 2 years have been like hustle, 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 go, 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 grind, grind, grind. And I'm feeling like at the very least for the first half of 2026, my priority is gonna be just really take time to rest and enjoy, go out to events, go enjoy myself. Because there's always time to grind in the future. And I just was like, I am not feeling physically up to a 24-hour live stream, like being up for a full day, because by the end of those live streams, my eyes hurt, I'm kind of delirious. But the thing is, I would love to do I would absolutely love to do a 24-hour live stream later this year. So I would say stay tuned for a 24-hour live stream in the second half of 2025 or 2026. There you go. Messed it up. Thank you, Roger Hess. Oh my gosh, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. All right. Roger Hess also with the Dono Tower. Thank you so much, Roger. Let's get you on the Dono shout out list. Yay! Happy Life says, I love Easter. Me too. And it's coming up in like, when is Easter actually? Hold on. I feel like it's soon. When is Easter? Wow, it's in like 2 weeks. Well, no, is it 3 weeks? I think it might be 3 weeks. I hope it is. No, wait, I think it is in 2 weeks. Wow, guys. That came really fast. But yes, Happy Life. Oops, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me, guys. Oh my god. I'm a mess. I'm so sorry. What was I saying? Oh, Happy Life. I love Easter as well. I find it so charming, so lovely. It really gets me energized for summer too. Brandon Preacher Green, I am drinking pumpkin spice tea. It's so good. I love it. All right, Shaika. Also, Roger, I wanted to give you a Dono Wow. Thank you so much for the super chat. Micah says, I'm gonna go and do more warplane dogfight videos. Nice. Shaika says, I love the Easter weather and spring. Yes, 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 yes. Pepper is here. Pepper says, yummy. Tom Autry, thank you so much. I'm glad you were able to find the channel or find me just scrolling through YouTube lives. Happy to have you here, Tom. Thank you for your very sweet comment. Your Christmas 24-hour live stream was great. I watched some of it and it was really cool. Yes, I know. That's the thing is like the two different 24-hour live streams that I did last year were so fun. I did one for like fall kickoff over Labor Day weekend, and then I did a Christmas kickoff at the very beginning of December. And I feel like this year, you know, it's just, you know, the first half of this year I've really been trying to like just chill. Like I said, like relaxing and taking life at a slower pace has been one of my top priorities heading into like in this first half of 2026. But my thinking is that, you know, in the second half of this year, you know, late summer, heading into fall, I'll be like, yep, it's time. It's time to do another 24-hour live stream. Let's go. Micah says, as a Christian, or no, I'm sorry, that was Happy Life. As a Christian, I love Easter a lot, but I also love getting new outfits every year as a kid, and then the photos in front of the fireplace before church. Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Pepper, for subscribing. Happy Life says, welcome, Tom. Her channel is awesome. Thank you. Kaylin says, hello. Good to see you, Kaylin. How was the rest of your week? How have you been since St. Patrick's Day? Oh my God, Rich is here. Woohoo! Rich, how have you been? Also, Rich, hold on. I was thinking about you today. Rich, are you now back at work at Lambton? I'm gonna write that at you. Rich, are you now? Oh my gosh, on Monday. Oh my gosh, on Monday. How are you feeling about diving back into the work grind? So exciting, Rich. Yeah, but says Hannah, my sheep are due to start lambing next week, so I'll be up 24 hours a day keeping an eye on things. No change there then. Yep. I mean, those of you who are caretakers for farm animals, I'm looking at you, Yaba, and I'm looking at you, Kirby. I don't think Kirby's here, but it's like people who have farm animals, that is like a whole new level of responsibility. It seems very intimidating to me. Back to the Future, Pepper, where do you get it? Oh, Pepper, I got this shirt 5 years ago at Old Navy, so I don't know if you would be able to find it. Maybe though, I got this at Old Navy. Shaika says, make daily live. Yes, Shaika. Okay, so I'm so glad this came up because Happy Life was asking earlier if I was gonna do a 24-hour live stream, and I had tentatively been planning for a 24-hour live stream to kick off spring, sometime close to Easter. I decided I'm not gonna do a 24-hour live stream, but I want to do daily live streams for the week of Easter. I think that would be really fun. And actually, if you give me 1 second.
Honestly, she should have done that before she put a stupid thing on the market, so kind of like incompetent. But I mean, how are we gonna sell this?
I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do daily live streams the week of Easter, and I am going to wear my rabbit ears for the daily live streams. So how about, I feel like that's a good compromise. Like, if I'm not gonna do a 24-hour live stream in one shot, instead of that, I can give you guys daily live streams, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you know, all of Easter week. I feel like that would be really fun. So, yeah. All right. Let's see what comments I missed here. So that was Shaika. Yes, I'm gonna respond to Shaika here. Shaika, yes. I'll be doing daily live streams the week of Easter. So that should be fun. Okay, Kaylin says, haven't had the best week. I was ready for the week to be over. Oh no, Kaylin, I'm sorry. Was it like stress? Was it health stuff? You don't have to say if you don't want to. I get that though. There are some weeks where you're like, oh my goodness, I need this week it needs to be Friday. It needs to be the weekend. Rich, oh my gosh, 6 days a week till January 2nd. Giddy up, wow. Grind. I mean, I feel like that's a really cool schedule where it's like you grind, but then you have this nice like hiatus time between New Year's and end of March. I feel like that's a nice trade-off where it's like, I feel like I don't know, it's hard for me to say, but if I could pick, part of me feels like it would be nice to work the 6 days a week shift or 6 days a week routine and then have 3 months off practically. That to me seems really nice. All right. Pepper, oh, Bishop Bullwinkle, thank you for the 100 gift. Let me get you. All right. Kaylin says, love the Easter Bunny ears. Yes. Happy Life says, I love the ears. I love your ears. Rich, yes, go Chelsea. I'm excited for the Chelsea-Everton game tomorrow. Hassan, thank you. Happy Life says, I need Easter earrings. I sure do. Let's add that to the list. Buy Easter earrings. Oh, I gotta close this poll question too. Vote in the poll if you haven't yet, guys. All right. Kaylin, Yabo says, just got a screenshot. I'm not surprised. An egg earring, yes. I feel like an egg earring would be good. I also want to get some like Easter crafts that I can do for the live streams during Easter week. Kaylin, it was work related but not going into detail. Totally get that. Back to the Future saying hi to Bishop, Bullwinkle, same with Happy Life. Back to the Future voted Spy Phase. All right. Not gonna say just yet.
Math word problem thing, remember that one? And, I had one that was, and what are we gonna buy?
I do need to stream this
I
tea.
don't know if you're gonna get half of that.
Cosborn, yes, I did do Easter egg hunts as a kid and they were so much fun. Yes.
And you love the car.
Sandhurst J, hello.
You in out of 27,000, you got other issues there.
All right, let's strain the tea because I just brew it with loose leaf. Ah, Leah, Liz, good to see you. Hello. Bye, I love your videos, but I gotta go now. No worries, Pepper. Thank you for being here. Have a good night. Or day, depending on your time zone. Cosborn, forget the tea. We want the tofu scramble. Oh, I got the tofu scramble all ready to go on my stovetop. I already had some. Let me show you once I get this tea strained out.
Number as in the ratio of the rest of your numbers, to where it doesn't change your life. You know, a lot of times we're talking to somebody like the cars and so on. The car changes their life.
All right, so tea. So guys, I made the tofu scramble earlier.
If something can go wrong, and they usually happen when you're not prepared. That's why a big part of what I teach is staying
Ta-da!
curveball.
You know it, my favorite. Pepper says, I was just kidding. I love your videos so much. Thank you, Pepper. I was saying this earlier because I got a really great question and comment from Micah, one of the two Micahs who was here. But one of the reasons why I decided to cut my Wednesday night live streams and just, give myself some more time back is I want to have more time to film long form videos, like horizontal recipe videos like I used to. And I also want to have a little more time in my schedule to do some writing. Kevman, tee me up. So we got some lovely pumpkin spice tea in my Rustican mug.
MamaBearLegalForms.com. Go to MamaBearLegalForms.com and use the promo code Ramsey to save
Hello, Medina. Thanks for being here.
promo code Ramsey.
All right. Mark Hernandez, Carniceria. Let's see. No problem. All right, I'm gonna close this poll because it's been open now for about an hour.
You buy Y Refi. Defaulted private student loans don't fix themselves.
All right. Guess which phase I did not have when I was a kid. So, Spy Phase, I'm surprised. Spy Phase came in first. I did have a Spy Phase. I was obsessed with spies and Carmen Sandiego. So, that's not the right answer because I did have a Spy Phase. Riverdance phase. I did have a Riverdance phase, so that is not the right answer. I was obsessed with Riverdance for a time. Furby phase came in third. That is the right answer. I did not have a Furby phase when I was a kid. So good job to the 21% of you who got that right. I did have a Spy phase. I did have a Riverdance phase. And I did have a dinosaur phase. And for those of you wondering, my favorite, actually, let me do this as the second trivia question. I'm not gonna tell you. Mark Hernandez, you're drinking Modelo's, I'm drinking tea. I don't know if I remember you, Medina. Happy Life says hello, Mark. All right, yes, let's do poll question number 2. Guess my favorite type of dinosaur. I'm gonna need help with spelling.
Good advice. I like it.
Let's see.
If you did a backdoor Roth IRA, the way that
Um,
And after tax, regular traditional IRA, not a pre-tax, an after-tax traditional IRA. And
Sorry, guys, 1 second.
$7,500, okay? And you can do one for your wife, one for you. And then as soon as you make that investment, instantaneously, you roll it to a Roth. And you can do that regardless of income limit. So I did one. And I've done one every year for many, many years. And my wife, every year, I do it in January, put 15,000 up, boom, boom, and here we go. Actually, I can do 8,000 because I'm old, 8,600.
see.
So I'll max them out, whatever I can put in
1
there.
second, 1
That's what you
second.
can do with a backdoor IRA. If you want to get super fancy, you could do a brokerage account beyond that. I don't know what your income is.
All right. So guess my favorite type of dinosaur.
600,000 a year, and you're trying to keep the government's hands off as much as you can. You could do a backdoor Roth IRA, and you can also do a mega 401k backdoor if your company has a Roth.
All right. So there's the trivia question right up here.
What you can do is you can put up to $72,000 into your 401k in a year. But anything over the 24/5 or the 32/5 or over 60.
All right. Vote and see if you can get it right. Guess my favorite kind of dinosaur, guys.
It's called, and then immediately roll back to a Roth.
Let's see. What you guys saying? Danny, what time are you streaming tomorrow? I am not going to be doing a Saturday pop-up live stream tomorrow. Those ones are just TBD based on my schedule. I won't be available to do a pop-up live stream tomorrow, but I will be doing a live stream on Sunday night like my usual schedule. Boo boo. Cosborn, did you have river dancing Furby dino face? Not all at once.
And that's how the formula works.
All right. Mark.
Hi, Betty.
Do birthday boys get the answer early? Nope. Dustin MT missed the answer. Thank you, Boo Boo. Pepper, I commented on the video you made a few days ago. I'll go and see it later, not now. Yep, Furby was the answer. Dustin says okay. Cosborn, tiny ears. Boo Boo, T-Rex. Smile forever. So good to see you. Yes, you're back. Great to have you back. Yeah, I will put a reminder in the chat. Don't worry, I'm not hopping off just yet. Reminder that there is not a Saturday pop-up live stream this weekend. I don't have time in my schedule, but my next live stream will be this Sunday night at 8 p.m. Central Time. So I'd love to see you guys. Oops. Minnesota girls basketball won. Joe, that's good to hear. I mean, I don't follow basketball at all. I've never liked basketball as a sport, so I never really know what's going on. Oh, Back to the Future with the rocky emojis. Brandon. Poodle. I know, it's just, honestly, it's becoming so fun now to put ridiculous options in the first slot just to catch the people who are not voting seriously. 25% of people have put Poodle. I'm like, no, guys, no. You should know it's not the first one. Pepper says, I'm gonna watch videos 24/7 and your live streams. Oh my gosh, thank you, Pepper. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate you watching the videos and live stream. Much appreciated. Thank you. Who else? No Live, Velo, and Tried. Cosborn. Someone vote Poodle, please. Yeah. 25% of people who voted picked Poodle. Pepper. Back to the Future with the emojis. Love to see it.
Do you think you would still take them to the book fair? Do you think you'd still want to go back to school shopping? Because the things that you're describing, my mother-in-law does, and we don't need it. She just likes to do grandma things, and in her mind, those are grandma things. So, is it?
Yeah, but I think it's I think I know this one, but not 100% got the last one right. Nice. You're good at these, Siaba.
He is, and I get it. He
Yeah, I
might
get it too,
want,
I get it too, but I don't think it's any reason for doing what you're doing. I don't think what you're doing is enough money that it's enabling anything. If you were sending them $1,000 a month cash,
That's
I'd
different.
call you out on it, but you're not.
when they moved, you know, my way out of the house, and then they didn't know they had to.
A poodle is a dog, I know. And yet, people are picking it in the poll. It's crazy, guys. Pepper said something.
And I think there's two issues that you're blending together. I think there's the grandma moves of those little things that you spend money on that you like to do, and then there's the whole issue of.
Osborne says condiment shelves looking stacked. Yes. I actually have stuff in my fridge, guys. I'm so happy.
Because I think
Yep.
it'll take.
I got peanut butter, I got tahini, I got tons of almond milk, I got some sriracha sauce,
So I don't even put those in the same category.
tons of it.
I might have sided with your husband on that one. I would have just said, hey, you gotta make your bed, figure it out.
And then I got my usual stuff in there, but
So,
it's stacked. Dustin MT, I am gonna be not really cooking much, but I want to just like prep some tofu for like salads and stuff. I love having stuff at the ready in my fridge so that when I'm busy I can just reach for something and be set. Happy life. Well, it's been a long day. I will see you on Sunday night. Happy life sounds good. Once again, happy birthday to you. Yay!
keep your freaking job, that's a decision, right? Take a bath, brush your teeth, all these kinds of things.
Everybody say happy birthday to Happy Life. It's Happy Life's birthday today.
What we're talking about, what do you call the
Dustin MT. Everyone have a happy life. Yes, that is the goal. Have a happy life.
going on this show harshly, but that's not enabling. That's just buying grandkids some stuff. And it's partially because your grandkids.
We got Braxton in here. Hello, Braxton. Not a problem, Happy Life. It means a lot to me when people remember my birthday, so I want to remember other people's birthdays. Let's see, grab this out of here. So this is my tofu press. It presses the water out of tofu. Same brand of sauce as me, small world. Yeah, but there's really only one acceptable sriracha sauce. You're welcome, Happy Life. Happy to wish you a happy birthday. Tony guessed Triceratops. That looks like it's in the lead. And then it's tied between the other three. Wow. So here's my tofu press. And something I love about this tofu press is it actually pushes the name of the brand into the top of your tofu. Can you guys see that? Tofu D. I know it's backwards for you, but I think it's cute. Happy life and everyone in the chats. Pepper says welcome. Dustin, I don't like Tabasco. I have never liked Tabasco, so I haven't tried that.
I'm confused why they would loan a 22-year-old $178,000 on a piece of farm equipment.
Well, because I have a way to get into the business, and since then, it's just went backwards since then. I had the money for a down payment, took the money down.
Reynaldo Madridi. Hello, Reynaldo.
But still,
Everything you're eating sounds delicious. Thanks. I've been trying to eat really clean this year, so less like sweet treats and stuff, but I still enjoy recipe videos and trying different things.
Well, I've been doing it ever since I could.
I know, honey, but I'm not going to loan you $178,000 with a $12,000 down payment when you're 22 years old. There's
Brad is here. Hello, Brad.
And so you had grand plans of spreading a lot of fertilizer, what happened?
I put my name out with a 100-mile radius, and the farm economy the way it is, fertilizer prices is high, there's not a lot of people doing dry. They're all going different routes.
I'm sorry, man, this is scary, isn't it?
Yeah, it definitely is. It's definitely scary to be sitting there in this position. It's just been haunting me ever since.
I guess. All right, well, I went broke when I was 28, and I had more zeros on the end of my stupidity than you do, so I got you beat.
Right.
Pepper, can everyone say happy birthday to me? Happy birthday.
The money deserves to live $100,000.
Shaika, did you like Jurassic Park? Yes, Shaika, I loved Jurassic Park. Absolutely loved it.
You owe them $178,000 and you don't know the name of the company?
Well, I do. It's on a piece of paper in my house, and I don't have that information in front of me.
You bought it at a dealership, and what brand is it?
John Deere.
Yeah, I guess so. So you don't know John Deere Incorporated the money?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
And my plan was, do 10,000 acres a year. That can be done extremely easy. And I found out.
All right, Michael Brabant and Vice is here. I was asking, why are you cutting soap? This is not soap. This is tofu, silly goose.
Most things aren't exactly the way they're supposed to in business. That's the rag business, and so that's a lesson that sadly you have learned. The only good news is you learned it at 22, and I'm 28, so I have the rest of my life to not do this.
How are you, Vice? 83 above in Montana. Yeah, Michael, it's gonna be getting into the 70s here in Minnesota.
Yeah, you tell them no, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. All right, so we learned our lesson. Now let's walk through it. I'm so sorry. So I do not know a way around this because I don't know your world.
Oh, Patrick, how are you, Patrick?
Loaned you
Patrick Hedstrom.
for fertilizer. That is just so many fertilizer jokes.
How was your week? How was your St. Patrick's Day, Patrick?
Yeah, it's just they just roll off.
Cosborn, I know, soap. I can see why some people would think it was soap.
Fertilizer is pretty thick here, but
Alles gut, danke und dir? Ja, alles bei mir ist auch gut.
okay. I think you're gonna get repoed at the first of the month.
Pepper says, yay!
Stop that, anything that's reasonable. One thing you could stop it with is a Chapter 13 bankruptcy, but that's a.
Let's see. Back to Future saying hi to Patrick. Pata 6.
Because the business idea is dead, there's no way to revive the cash flow. If you could revive the cash flow starting 2 months from now, we could delay the repo and put it by putting it into a bankruptcy, but I wouldn't do that here. Because
Xanax.
it's just a swing and a miss.
Right.
So I think they're taking it the first of the month. Okay, then what's going to happen is they're going to sell the piece of equipment for X number of dollars at that same auction, and then they're going to come knocking on your door for the difference. It's called the deficit. Okay, so let's play pretend. Let's play pretend, and it's 100.
Definitely poodle, right? I'm like, guys, come on.
That's what we're gonna be. It's probably gonna be a year.
Yeah, but says, I think there's new Jurassic Park
We're wanting the difference.
something on sea creatures.
Okay.
Cosborn, I don't know how to ask without sounding like a personal question. Would you date a non-vegan? Yeah, I don't talk about my personal life, but let's just say it's never bothered me. Didn't do anything special the other day. No worries, Patrick. I mean, it's just one of those fun holidays where it's there if you want to celebrate it, but it's not required. Let's see, Callie Hunter. It is tofu, in fact. We're saying hi to Patrick. I love when people know each other in here.
If I'm the banker.
So what I like to do is just drizzle a little bit of olive oil on here.
Now that your life is starting over, sir.
Pretty much.
Extra virgin olive oil.
Still have a college degree.
What do you do for a living, sir?
When I farm,
You're a farm. Whose farm are you farming?
some friends.
You're gonna work on a farm
Yes,
for someone else.
yes.
And what does that pay?
It just depends, sometimes $25 an hour, depending on who you're working for.
Okay.
All right, Pata is Patrick. Yep, if you click on, this is how I know this. Click on Pata 6 and go to the channel and it's Patrick. You'll see that.
And it's not going into that 178,000 to spread manure. Oh, no, this was dry, I'm sorry. Yeah, okay, but anyway, see the point. Yeah, so you got-
All right, iodized Morton salt.
Things that I discovered when I went bankrupt, because I couldn't turn it around the way I think you actually can turn it around. If you'll
My favorite too, the dreaded Poodlesaurus, right? I know, it's like, oh my gosh, people.
after you 1 or 2 years from now, don't call them, wait for them to call you, and in the meantime,
So what I like to do is just shake this up a little bit. And then whenever I have a salad or there's something I just want to eat, I can just open this up and then throw some little pieces of tofu on whatever it is. It's a short name of mine, Pata, yeah, for Patrick. Yeah, at first I didn't realize your name was Patrick, so I didn't know what Pata meant. But when I saw your channel was Patrick, I was like, oh, that makes sense.
it's, I know, you're talking to the choir here, okay? Sing to the choir, so, but I do want you to develop a future plan that doesn't involve a Hail Mary. You threw a Hail Mary into the end zone and got intercepted. Don't do that again.
Pata 6 from
Learn
SpongeBob.
and we'll walk with you.
Really?
You call me, and if you want to save up that money, and when they
Chris the Sultan says, yep, yeah, Morton salt is kosher salt. Where did it? I know it, I've seen this before. No, does it? Am I missing it? Maybe there's other salt, but I don't know. I felt like this. Oh, here it is. No, I don't think this is kosher salt. But there's other Morton's. This one isn't kosher, but there's other Morton salt that's kosher.
better than I deserve.
At least here, when they spoke in Swedish, he called his friend Patrick for Pata. Okay. I didn't know that Pata was a short form of Patrick.
Your 10-year-old son is involved in this.
Cosborn, I grew up with Morton's. I love it's just a really good salt, and I just grew up with it. It's got the nostalgia factor, and it's also iodized, which is really important, and it's just a good price. It's been around forever. They started in 1848, so before the American Civil War. I don't know, I grew up with this salt. I like the salt. I see no reason to change, so I have stuck with it. Hello, MC. Great to see you. Shaika, the starfish is Patrick and SpongeBob. That is correct. Correct indeed. Mr. Patrick Star.
Please don't put that burden on your 10-year-old. His shoulders are not big enough to carry that.
Oh my goodness. Excuse me for all the yawning. Jeez.
So that's what you said. So,
Tell us about what's going on.
Yeah, Travis Patrick or Patrick Star? Let's see. Triceratops has 39%. Okay. I have never watched. SpongeBob, you're talking about? Fidel Torres says sea salt. This is not sea salt. This is iodized salt. MC says, yeah, I think I'm gonna go to Little Caesars for a pizza tonight. Thanks for reminding me. Okay. What did I do to remind you? I'm gonna go to Little Caesars for a pizza tonight. Sounds tasty though. I hope you enjoy. Yaba says, I usually have a few flavored oils like basil or chili for salads. Yum, 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 yum. Any favorite type you like? I just stick with my extra virgin olive oil. That is my go-to oil for anything. Matthew Basketball made it to the live. Hello, Matthew. Shaika, what do you think? Take a guess. Morning person or night person? A lot of you know the answer to this. Probably better than, I think you meant Chuck E. Cheese, not chunky cheese. Chuck E. Cheese is no bueno. Himalayan salt is not from the Himalayas, it's from Pakistan. I personally don't purchase Himalayan pink salt. I don't feel the need to. Shaika, you got it right. I've always, for my entire life, been a night owl. I thrive at night. I feel most awake, most energized, most motivated at night. Between the hours of, I'd say 6 p.m. and 3 a.m. Those are my prime working hours. I love evening hours for work. And on the flip side, I really don't enjoy the morning hours for work. I mean, waking up, I'm usually pretty groggy, I'm pretty puffy, I'm a bit confused. I'm not even joking, guys. I set a good, I set at least 5 alarms for myself in the morning, and sometimes even more than that. So I set them in a row where it's like, say I need to get up at 7:30 in the morning. I set alarms for 7:30, 7:31, 7:32, 7:33, 7:34, and on and on and on if necessary, because I cannot tell you the number of times I've been half awake and I just reached over and I snoozed my alarms over and over and I kept on sleeping. And then I woke up later and was like, oh my gosh, I have 2 seconds to get ready before I need to run out the door and get somewhere. So I am a very heavy sleeper. I feel like when I wake up in the morning, it feels like I'm coming out of hibernation literally every morning, where I'm like, oh my gosh, what? It's just like, I'm very slow moving. I just want to stay in my warm, cozy bed. I'm very lethargic and very slow in the morning. And it takes me a while to really just kind of get up and get going. But then by the time evening comes around, like 6 p.m. or so, I'm like full speed ahead, full energy, fully awake, ready to go. Like, it's amazing. I love it. All right. James says, hi, I think you're saying I'm Jimmy. Destin MT, I too like the night. Yep. Team Night Owl forever. That's not to say I won't get better. Like, I've been trying to get, like, just little by little, I've been trying to improve my, like, getting to bed on time so that I'm not, sleeping away the day. And I do have to get up for my 9-to-5 job anyway, so I can't just be up all night. But I'm telling you guys, I am wired as a night owl. It's like there's so many of us that are night owls. Like, we're just more energized at night. Like, we're not built to be as energetic in the mornings. Patrick says, I do that, but 10 minutes between. Okay. Kirby, oh, you made it! Yay! Kirby, I am doing good. Kirby, I wanted to ask how you're doing because I think the last time you were saying you were sick, I want to say? Because I feel like you made a comment about the kid, like you picked up like a germ, like germs or something from the kids at the school where you work. So I'm wondering, was it just a cold? Are you pretty much over it? Pepper, gotta go. I'll see you whenever you do a live stream. Sounds good, Pepper. I'll see you on Sunday night. Yaba says, I still like the mornings, going out to milk the cows and listening to the dawn chores. That, I mean, don't get me wrong, Yaba. Whenever I do have to wake up super early and the sun is still coming up, it is like some of the most beautiful scenery ever. Like waking up to see the dawn is so breathtaking. The thing is, it's just, oh man. It's like not my cycle. I feel like my ideal sleep cycle is not getting up at the crack of dawn. Back to the Future waving to Kirby. Yay, Kirby's here. Patrick has to go. Take care, Patrick. See you at the next live stream. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I'm getting old. I'm ready for bed by 9. I mean, it's tricky because it's like, I love the evenings, but also like if it goes on and on and on, like it's getting to be like 11 p.m., 11:30, midnight. In my head, I'm thinking to myself, well, the later I stay up, the less of tomorrow morning I get to see, which is, part of me is like, you know, I don't want to just be sleeping all of tomorrow morning and then you wake up late and you're like, oh no, I gotta go and do this. So yeah, I've like slowly been trying to get to bed earlier and earlier, like getting to bed, like in bed, ready to turn the lights off by 11 p.m. has been a big accomplishment for me lately. But I'm even trying to get better, like get into bed earlier than that. Ideally, I would be in bed by, 10. Honestly, having to be in bed by 10 is like really sad to me. It feels like going to bed like in the afternoon. But I think 10:30 is like a bedtime I'm shooting for. Meant to go, need some rest. Oh, I get that, Patrick. Yeah, it's late for you over in Sweden. Gosh, it's gotta be, what time is it in Stockholm right now? Ooh, it's 3:30 for you, Patrick. Dang. Yeah, definitely go get some sleep, Patrick. Omar is here. Hello, Omar. Yaba says, oops, chorus. Oh, let me go back. Listening to the dawn chorus. Okay. Kirby says, I only stay up if I'm doing something. If not, I'm out. Got it. But yeah, Kirby, I've seen some of I remember seeing this one short that you posted where Bertha came and she came to your hunting area where you had staked out at 5 a.m. and I saw that and I was like, oh my gosh. The fact that you're staked out somewhere at 5 in the morning is like, dang. Respect. Dellen Courier, I like the red mug. It is so pretty. You mean this one, right? This is a gift from my beloved uncle who lives up in northern Minnesota, and this is one of my favorite restaurants up there. It's called the Rustic Inn. It's in this really cool city/township called Castle Danger. There is a place in Minnesota called Castle Danger. And if I'm up, it's like until 3 a.m. So Kirby, I'm curious because you have animals that you have to take care of, and I feel like the work never ends when you have farm work and animals. So when you go to bed at 3, what time are you getting up? Like, are you still getting up at the crack of dawn even when you go to sleep at 3 a.m.? Or are there certain days where you know you're able to like sleep in late and catch up? Rich with the with the Kirby emojis. You guys are so funny. Cosborn says it's actually better for me that you stopped Wednesday streams. Now I can sleep. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, what I'm noticing now that I've cut the Wednesday night live streams, I think it's good. Like, I think doing 4 committed nights a week was a bit much, just because there's a lot of other stuff I need to get into, which was just making it really tough on my schedule. And now that there's no Wednesday night live stream, so it's Monday to Friday with nothing in between, it makes me really, really look forward to the Friday night live stream, because I'm like, it feels like by the time I get to Friday, like tonight, I have not seen you guys in a very long time. So I'm like, tell me about your week, guys. How have you been since I last saw you on Monday, or in this case, it was Tuesday, because I did the St. Patrick's Day one. Dylan Courier says, sounds delicious. Good night, Patrick, Pata6. Matt Torrance, yes, it is me. Chief of DC, great to see you. Happy Friday. Dylan saying hi to Back to the Future. Shaika says, at least you rest 3 days. Yeah. Well, and if it's, Monday and then Friday, I get to rest Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yeah, 4 days. Ergo Video Oasis, good to see you. Kirby says, Fridays I can sleep in. I rarely have work on Fridays. Okay, gotcha. It's nice that you have at least one, because in my head, I think about in the future wanting, like, I really would like to have horses and potentially other animals to take care of. But one thing that's really daunting and really intimidating for me about owning like pets, and especially like large animals that need tons of maintenance. Oh, I'm just like, man, I gotta kiss goodbye. Though, like, just sleeping in all weekend, and I think, it's so worth it to me, like being a caretaker and having all these beautiful animals. But man, I think the constant grind of it would be a lot for me to adjust to at first, especially as someone who's a night owl and not a morning, early riser? What is it? Night owl and early worm? What's the other thing? Morning? I'm totally blanking. What's the opposite of a night owl? A morning person? What's the animal? Early bird? Matt says, Hannah wants to own capybaras and ride them. No, not capybaras, just horses. Kirby says, the cattle and chickens take care of themselves. I just do extra because they are spoiled. Oh, that's so cute. Yaba says, sounds like Kirby and me have similar lifestyles. Yeah, I mean, I think of the two of you having what I consider heavy duty animals. It's more than just your household cat, your household dog. It's like these outdoor animals where there's like structures, there's stables, there's coops, there's like all this additional space and outdoor stuff that you need to take care of these things. They don't just live mostly inside your home. And so that's, to me, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's exciting, but at the same time, I'm like, oh, you are signing up for a lot of additional tasks when you commit to that, where I'm like, oh, I want it, but not quite yet. Micah says, also now that Wednesday is gone, you can do other stuff? Something? I think there's a typo. Other exiting? Kirby says, I know Yaba. Rich with the Gordon and Cherry emoji. Member emojis. UK Yar. Ooh, yum. Kirby says, sleep is going away now because it's planting time. I hired Rich. Oh, man. Tamra, additional task equals additional love. I know, that's the thing. Tamra, there's always trade-offs. It's with like pets or with kids or with whatever it is. It's like there's gonna be something you gain and something you lose. It's like you may lose time, but you gain wonderful memories, or you lose you spend money. Sure, it's losing money, but it's like you're spending money, but what you gain is like, you know, wonderful time with animals, or I don't know, a skill or something like that. So in my head, I'm like, everything, no matter what choices you make, there's always gonna be trade-offs. That's how life works. So I've had this thought many times when I consider having pet dogs, where I think, all right, what would I lose versus what would I gain? And that's how I like to approach any decision, really. So it's like, okay, if I'm thinking about having pet dogs, what I would lose is certainly some of my free time, some of my sleep, some of my freedom, because it's like you can't just up and leave and not think about what to do with your pet back home. I'd certainly lose some of my money just because it would go toward taking care of the pets, taking care of the dogs versus other stuff. But then when I think of all the stuff you gain from having pets, not just dogs, but any kind of pet, it's like memories, fun, the satisfaction of training it, a companion. In the case of like my sister, like she's got all this amazing content of her cat, TT, where it even got to the point where Martha Stewart like mentioned TT the cat in a post, and I was like, what? Martha Stewart, or like, you know, Martha Stewart's account like reposted TT content. So I feel like there's whatever it is that you may lose, there's also many things to gain as well, and you just have to decide if the balance is worth it for you. All right, Dylan says, I wish Walmart would bring back the animal area. I didn't even know that Walmart had a animal area. I miss visiting the bunnies and chinchillas after shopping for groceries. Wow, when did they get rid of that? Micah says, is videos or live streams where it's at? I'm struggling. Are you asking this for your channel, Micah? I would say it really depends on what your interests are on YouTube. And for example, like I've had this conversation with my sister. I really like live streams. I love like standing here or sitting down and like reading all of your comments, responding to you guys, coming up with poll questions, thinking on the spot for like hours. And my sister, like she does do live streams, but much less frequently. And she's like, you know, I don't like live streams as much as you do. She is much more, I think she's like much more into the videography, the editing, the effects, like the filming process, which I like, but I think I gravitate more toward live streams and maybe a little less toward the video content, even though I still like it. So I think it just depends on what you're into, Micah. I would say like try and just go with what feels natural to you instead of like forcing stuff to happen, and just see what happens. All right, sorry, I just plugged it in my computer. Okay, Danny is here. I stopped drinking alcohol. Me too. House of All the Animals. How much do you actually make on YouTube? I don't disclose my finances, but I'll say this. YouTube is my second job, so I earn income on here, but far and away, my main income source is my 9-to-5 job. So I work as a data analyst for my 9-to-5 full-time job, and that is like way more than what I make on YouTube. I'm not quite at the point yet where I could live off of my YouTube earnings alone. I still need to, I mean, I would not, oh gosh, people, you see these people online where they up and just quit their jobs, and it's like, screw that, I'm gonna be living off of my social media, and then they realize they quit too soon and they didn't really have enough funds. So I don't disclose specific numbers. Like I don't talk about my salary at my 9-to-5 job. I don't talk about my YouTube exact income, but my 9 to 5 job is how I cover my living expenses, and then my YouTube job is a side job. I consider it like a part-time job, extra income on top of my 9 to 5 job. But I could not live on my YouTube income alone. All right, Kirby says, I miss the gerbils in Walmart. I never knew this. Wow. It's weird to picture animals being in Walmart, because I've only ever been to Walmart, I guess, after they had animals there. Kirby says, if I'm stressed, I sit with chickens or cattle. All the stress goes away immediately. That is one of the most wonderful things about owning pets. I think that it's like, I think all of the like modern stressors of like, oh, I got bills and I got this and that and I got my phone buzzing and I got emails and I got all these, and it's like, no, forget it all and just be with the animals and be at peace. Danny, Big Hoss, Yabba. Oh, TJ Gray sent a 100. Thank you. Let me get you. Wow, Kirby, they had parrots too. Nice. All right, Omar, good to see you still. Yabba says, Kirby, I know that feeling. Animals give so much back. I believe it. Tamra, Siraj Life. Is AI affecting the data analyst job? So far, no. You know, I don't live under the doom cloud of AI. I'm just like, still got a job. I'm happy. Life is good. And you just got to carry on. Tamara says, it's like this is more of a place where you can just let go and be free and have fun. Oh, are you talking like live stream versus videos? Dylan, Walmart removed the animals around 94, 95. Last thing, where lived fish removed at around 2019. YouTube income covers the tofu and Catalina. I love that, Gosborn. Kirby says they have parrots. Tamara says, yeah, Walmart had animals in all the fish tanks and all the fish in it like 20 years ago. God, that's weird to think about. Oh, Micah, subscribe to Micah. I love that. House of All the Animals. I love talking about my income and teaching younger guys how to make a crap ton of money too. They don't teach that in school. I show them the simple math and concepts, give them ideas. I love this, House of All the Animals. I've got Dave Ramsey on in the background, House of All the Animals. That is awesome. I've really learned the bulk of my financial knowledge since graduating from college. Mostly, I'll get to you in just a second, JB. Mostly thanks to this legend, Mr. Dave Ramsey. Yeah, I love finance. Hannah Bonana, Fee Fi Fo Fana. Thank you, JB. I appreciate it. Yay! Super chat from JB. I was gonna ask here. Thank you. How goes the YouTube content creation? And a don't know wow for JB.
We weren't talking about it. We didn't have goals. We didn't have dreams. It was just what community gets the end of the
Yeah, oh my gosh, personal finance. Such a passion of mine. I've grown to absolutely love it. It's so fascinating. There's always stuff to learn. It feels like it's this endless video game where you're like, okay, I unlocked this new level. I unlocked this stage. I defeated that boss. And now I'm like, no, I don't know what this is. I need to watch videos. I need to whatever. But it's when I think about how much I knew and how much I was even tracking my finances 3 years ago, between then and now, between 2023, like, what is it, March? Between March 2023 and now, March 2026, it is crazy how much stuff I've learned that I did not know before. It's crazy. Wooziak is here. Tamara with the smiley face. Dylan, I've been reading Dave Ramsey in the Town newspaper. He has a Vice column on, an advice column on finance. Yeah, Dylan, OMG. Dylan. He, I should say, if you like his writing, definitely, I highly recommend you check out his YouTube channel and radio talk show. It's just like oh my gosh. For me, he's like the GOAT of finance. I don't agree with him on everything he teaches, but the principles and the baby steps, the simplicity of it, the common sense behind everything they teach, the delivery, it's like the sass, the no BS, it's like just don't make excuses, don't be a wimp, grow a spine, take accountability, take responsibility for where you're at in life. He is, oh my gosh, I have to like sing his praises over and over and over because he is such a hero to me. JB says, I almost forgot I put videos on here. Oh, wow. Okay. Let's see. Tamara says, I told PetSmart a lie. Walmart had animals. I must have missed something earlier. Micah says, we are not at Yale standards on YouTube, but we love how you're not stuck up like some. One thing I hope no one ever thinks of me or says of me is that I'm a snob, because I cannot stand snobby, arrogant people. And I have to say this, Micah, I love that comment. You're coming in here with some great comments and great questions tonight, Micah. First it was, you need to do more recipe videos. Where are the recipe videos? And I'm like, I know I need to get back to basics here. This though, I love that comment because I'll say this. I have gone to there's like Yale alumni things, like events that they put on locally or regionally. Like you can go to New York, you can go to Chicago, you can go to whatever. And I feel like, honestly, like I would never go back and change anything. I'm so eternally grateful that I got admitted and I got to go to Yale for my college degree. It was an unbelievable experience, life-changing people, some of the best years of my life, amazing. I will also say that there are some people who are Yale graduates and they wear that as their badge of honor, and it's like their big bragging right it feels like they wear it as their badge of honor, the feather in their cap, their bragging right, whatever, for the rest of their life. And I'm just like, okay, it's a big deal, like it's really cool, but I just it can get insufferable sometimes. It's like you can't. I'm like, okay, it's great, but it's also 4 years of your life. It's a college degree. Millions of other people have a college degree. And there's more to life than a bachelor's degree and whatever school you went to. Like, in my opinion, it is great. It opens doors, but at the same time, the real world cares more. Like, I'm talking like the economy, employers, companies, social media. The real world outside of school cares about value and productivity and so many other things that are beyond just grades and academics. It's just, yeah. It's like I love it, but it's like the people who just are they identify as a Yaley for their whole life. And I'm like, I can't. Okay, Mindful Peaceful, hello. House of all the Animals. If you don't show younger folks actual numbers, they don't even begin to listen. I show them something simple like pressure washing. 10 driveways in a day, 75 a driveway, 750 in one day, right? Crazy, crazy money out there. Yes, House of the Animals, I feel like my entire thinking about money and how to earn it and having your time tied to an hourly wage, it's just my entire understanding of money has completely changed since I've actually started learning about it in my late 20s and early 30s, and it is crazy. My sister was telling me about this this creator that she follows, and this I think she's on YouTube, but whoever this like creator and business girly is that my sister follows, she was telling me, she's like, yeah, this girl decided to just start like selling scrunchies, like hair ties. And in her first, Kirby, got it, I think. But my sister was telling me, she's like, dude, I follow this creator. She decided to start selling scrunchies, just simple scrunchies. They take 20 minutes to make. You can bang them out on your sewing machine. Don't have to be fancy. This girl, in her first year of sales of scrunchies, made $300,000 for making the simplest stuff. I mean, you could make something as simple as like clover earrings and make $500,000. It's like you could make the simplest, you could sell like paper bags, you could sell diapers, you could sell planks of wood, you could sell plastic cups and make like 5 times a 9-to-5 salary. It's crazy. It's all what the market values your product as. And it's like, hey, if you've got 1 million customers lined out the door to buy your thing, you can make crazy money off the simplest stuff. Dylan says, thank you. I'll check out his YouTube. You're welcome, Dylan. Bawana Beast is here. All right, Kirby, I gotta get you down, and Reaper as well for the gifts. Thank you, guys. Kirby says, it's like, why is someone on the internet saying my name? Charles is guessing Stegosaurus in the poll. Let's see. Luckily, Poodle is not in the lead. It looks like Triceratops is in the lead, and then it's Stegosaurus. Micah, Kirby, are you saying that your name is the same as me or no? House of the Animals. The reason our economy is crashing is wages, particularly hourly. I have spent the last 12 years only getting paid for what I accomplish. People need to be paid for what they accomplished in a day. Omar says, dang. JB says, no way. If you're reacting to what I was saying about the scrunchy girl, it's like, I think something that I've realized as I've consumed this man's content, Mr. Dave Ramsey, the GOAT of personal finance. It's like I've consumed, at this point, probably hundreds of hours of his content, a bunch of other financial YouTubers. I've read books. Rich Dad, Poor Dad changed my world. There's other people I'm not remembering in the finance world, but it's just, yeah, like, I feel like what's missing in school, when I think back on everything I learned in my school experience as a millennial, I was in kindergarten in the year 2000, graduated from high school in 2012. And I'm like, dude, we never learned a thing about personal finance. We never, for a single hour in any of my years of K through 12 or college, we never learned about opening a checking account, savings account, investing in the stock market, paying a mortgage, paying rent, opening a credit card, paying off debt, interest rates, employer retirement accounts, becoming an entrepreneur, setting up an LLC, setting up a sole proprietorship, being self-employed, paying your taxes. I mean, I'm like, dude, there's all this stuff that is just, so many people just have to learn this once they exit school, whether it's after high school or after college or after grad school. And it's so wild to me where it's like, I've been learning all this stuff in my 20s and 30s. And I'm like, oh, where was this? Where was this in K through 12? there's so many opportunities to teach this stuff to kids, and it's such a shame that it's not baked into the schooling, at least the public schooling that I had. And I mean, I had the basics. I'm glad that my mom, she was the one who taught me just the basics of like saving, spending, keep this much, you're gonna need, you know, whatever for rent, proof of income, blah, blah, blah. Don't go into debt, like be careful of credit cards, that kind of stuff. It's like the bare bones of finances I had. But man, it's like growing net worth, like investment strategies and all these types of retirement accounts. And I wish I could have known it sooner. All right, Micah, you barely ever mentioned you went to Yale. That's so cool. We know how smart you are, and this is so cool. Thanks, Micah. You know what's, I've been thinking about, because there's so many things I want to do. My brain is so full of ideas for content creation and writing and side hustles, and there's only so much you can do. There's only so many hours in a day and in a week. But actually something I was thinking about doing that I think would be really fun is just self-publishing a book and you guys could download it or buy a hard copy if you wanted to, and just like self-publish, just have this fun like book with like pictures of myself and share with you guys what my Yale experience was like the places I would eat and the clubs I was in and the classes I took. I mean, I think it'd be so fun to just share that part of my life with you guys. And I have mentioned it in at least one of my videos, like for members, but I feel like it'd be fun to have like a documented like retelling of or recounting of what my time was like at Yale. Just an idea. One of my many ideas. JB absolutely was reacting to that. Wow, you have an excellent memory. I do have a good memory, but I also take notes. I have a note, like a Word doc open here. Charles says, I was a freshman in high school in the year 2000. Oh, wow. So you are, let's see, I would have been like 6 years old and you would have been like 15 years old. So you're roughly a decade older than me. Cool. 13 years old. I was a freshman in high school in the year 2000. Jacoby, they didn't really prepare us for success, which is, I'm like, come on, man. It's not that hard. Like I can think, having been a teacher briefly in my career, I can think of fun curriculum, like fun lesson plans that I could put together for first graders, for middle schoolers, for high schoolers, where you could make these like fun games where it's like, ooh, okay, you got $200 that you can invest, or you could put it into a high yield savings account, or you could purchase equipment and start up a company, and let's make a competition out of this to see who can grow their net worth the fastest, starting with $200. Like you could gamify this stuff and make it so fun for kids. I'm telling you, it's such a disservice to kids and who are future like employees, future adults, future whatever, when you don't give them this type of knowledge. And then people just have to like figure it out in whatever way they can once they find a job, find a place to live, and then they've got all these bills they've got to pay. And it's like, wait, what? Okay, so how am I supposed to pay for all of this stuff? How am I supposed to afford an apartment? How do I budget my income coming in from my first 9-to-5 job? I just got out of college. I have to live in a house with like 50 roommates because I can barely, it's like, oh man, I feel like so much stress could be avoided if we addressed all of this stuff even in kindergarten. Like, why not? Kirby says, I took a 2-year class about finances. I think it was called career something. Man, that beats me. I did not take a single class, which is so crazy to think about. But looking back, from kindergarten to high school, K through 12 never took one class on personal finance or finance in general. Never took one class in college on finance, and none in grad school. When you add up all those years, it's like 13 years K through 12 plus 4 more in college, so that's 17, plus 3 for a master's degree. So in 20 years of my 32 years of life, so for 2/3 of my life, I've been a student, and in none of those 20 years did I ever once take a class on finance. All of my financial knowledge has been gained from my mom teaching it to me, and from YouTube, and from Googling stuff online, and from like maybe a handful of conversations I had with like friends. Like, that's crazy when you put it that way. 20 years of traditional school, high school, you know, K through 12, college, grad school, and never once learned about personal finance. It's like, how is that even possible in this world we live in where everything requires money? And you know, in order to get things, you need to have money and survive. God bless America is here. Micah says I'm going back to my channel and post more videos. Go, go, go. I love the hustle, Micah. Good job. JB says, I graduated 06, then joined the military almost right away. That's so cool. Thank you for your service. I did not know you were a vet, JB. What branch of the military were you in? I have a favorite branch. User, hello. Kirby says, I was told in Mexico they teach trade earlier and it's the main focus in their schools. I don't know how true that is. I just wish there just needs to be more real world instruction taught in schools. Looking back on all the stuff I learned, and it's, you know, I'm glad I got the education I did, but if I'm gonna pick out what's missing from all those years of education that I got, it's practical real world knowledge. It's like I learned so much about these, it's like philosophers and chemistry equations and trigonometry and geometry and sentence structure. And it's like, some of this is important. Like, yeah, you want to be able to like write and read and do basic numbers, but some of this very like fancy knowledge is just stuff I have never needed as an adult who needs income to survive, like we all do. And I can pick out certain classes where I'm like, honestly, that I did not need to take that class. Like it was interesting, but it has not served me in any way in my life. Like that class has not translated to like practical knowledge that helps me pay my bills. Android channel, I heard that with AI, 90% of jobs will be eliminated. You know, what I say to this is, don't fear it. You can't bury your head in the sand. And I also don't buy into like fear mongering, because honestly, I am so certain. I mean, there were people who thought the world was going to end in the year 2000, Y2K. I'm sure people thought the world was going to end when there were computers and cell phones in our pockets and the government's going to spy on us and everything's going to be so crazy. I'm sure people thought the world was going to be horrible once there was social media and you could just look people up and there'd be people stalking you. So it's like with every new bit of technology, there's going to be some group of people that think that it's doomsday and the world is going to end. And I'm like, I don't personally think that's going to be the case. But also too, it's like, regardless of how you think about AI, like what you think of it, it's here. Like whether you love it or hate it, AI isn't going to go anywhere. So you have to just adapt to the world. It's just, you know, adapt or die, as the saying goes. You just got to accept life for what it is, and AI is here, and you just have to deal with it. That's my approach to it. Is like, well, all right, AI is here, everyone's using it, it's being incorporated into like every facet of life, it seems like, and so be it. Like no matter what I do, AI isn't gonna go anywhere. So I might as well just plan ahead, think about how I can use AI in any way that helps me, and worrying about it accomplishes nothing. Like it does zero to help me. Paul Phillips, what degree did you get? So undergrad, I double majored in political science and German. And then for my master's degree, I got a public health degree. Baby steps. Ooh, I get this question a lot. Let me look up Dave Ramsey baby steps. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm on baby step 6. So I have the starter emergency fund, step 1. I don't have any debt, so done with step 2. Baby step 3, I've got 3 to 6 months of expenses saved. Step 4, I invest 15% of my income for retirement. Step 5 is save for your children's college fund. I don't have children, so I'm like, I'll just skip step 5 for now because that doesn't apply to me. And then baby step 6 is pay off the home mortgage early. So that's something that I'm like working toward, like owning my home. So yeah, baby step 6. And then baby step 7 is the last. So I'm like, oh, it's exciting to know that I'm a decent way through the baby steps for Dave Ramsey. All right, Guarav is here. Hello, Guarav. Android channel says, oh, look into SEV stock symbol. SEV stock symbol, interesting. Micah, all the different countries you've visited is so helpful in telling Americans how spoiled they really are. I can't wait for the 200. Yes, Micah, oh my gosh. I have already been thinking about like content that I want to create for America's 250th birthday. I've got my little American flags here and I'm like, what do I want to do for 4th of July? And I'm like, okay, it's not that far off. We're heading into the end of March and then that gives us April, May, June. So it's like, there's 3 more full months and then July 4th will happen. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to do like fun stuff, like some kind of patriotic stuff for 4th of July. All right. Let's see what else we got here. Also, Micah, yeah, totally. I would say, I think there's plenty of Americans who know how good we have it here, like all the amenities, all the luxuries, how clean it is, how civilized it is. We have elections here. We have hospitals, healthcare. We believe in science. We have, I could just go on and on, like freedom of speech, freedom of assembly, innocent until proven guilty. It's like you're not just gonna be thrown in jail for 50 years while they decide whether or not you're guilty. It's like some places you go there and you're just, oh my God, you're like, yeah. I can think of places I've been to where I'm just like, man, I am so glad I was not born here. Like, perfectly fine to visit, but yeah, it is nice. It is very nice to live here and then also be reminded of the things you get to do when you're here as a citizen here that you would not be able to do in another place. JB says, U.S. Army Scout for 7 years, 2 combat deployments. Wow, that's wild. Oh my goodness. So you were in the Army. Very cool. I don't know. Are the Marines part of the Army? I don't know if I have any Army people. Well, my dad was in a foreign military, but is artillery part of Army? Artillery is a major branch of the Army. Yeah, my dad was in artillery back in his home country, Ethiopia. So he would have been in the Army, not the U.S. Army. But of the U.S. service members in my family, I don't think there's anyone who was in Army. Is the Marines part of the Army? I feel like, no. No, they're a separate branch of the U.S. Armed Forces. Okay. Under the Navy. Okay. Anyways, Tony says, have a lovely night. Vegan chili cornbread looks delicious. Oh my gosh, that sounds so good right now, Tony. Skill Tree Busy Bee. Nickel and... Let's see, JB says, artillery is the queen of battle. Yes, that was my dad's area. Let's see, Android Channel Marines are their own branch, work closely with the Navy. Different branches. Yeah, I just, I know some branches. I mean, most of the vets in my family were in the Navy. I think it's Navy, and then there's one, I have an uncle who was in, I think he was in the Marines, yeah. And then my dad was a foreign veteran in the Army. Interesting, very interesting. Okay, guys, it's now suddenly been 2 hours. I'm gonna close this poll in a second, so if you haven't voted, guess my favorite type of dinosaur. I'm gonna put a reminder in here just so you guys know that my next live stream is this Sunday night at 8 p.m. Central Time, USA. So be sure to come back for that. All right. Andrew, oh my gosh, you made it. Did you get a chance to vote? I don't want to close it just because you hopped in here. Andrew, I'm excited for the Chelsea game tomorrow. I hope it goes well. Last week's game was so lame, so I'm hoping that this will be better against Everton. Andrew, are you going to be, let's see, is this at Stamford Bridge? Chelsea versus Everton. I can never tell. Where is this? Oh no, it's at Everton, I think. Yeah. So Andrew, I'm assuming you will not be oh, you are. Oh my gosh, you just got there. Yay. Oh my gosh, Andrew. So jealous of you and your Premier League travels. Have fun and up the Chels. Woohoo! That is so cool. Wow. Andrew is living out my dreams in the future to travel around the UK and follow Chelsea, but also just like go to Premier League games as I please. It just sounds so fun. I'm curious, Andrew, is it just you or are you there with Isaac? Like, did you bring Isaac with you? Kirby with the Chelsea emoji. Android Channel says Poodlesaurus. Right. Yep. Still Mia's here. Vote for the Poodlesaurus. Skill Tree Busy Bee. Oh man. Yep. God, 23% of people picked a poodle. You can't get people to not pick the first thing. It's silly. Okay. Still Me says right on. Kirby Poodlesaurus. Yep, I know. It's ridiculous. Andrew says, just me, some friends. Isaac is still not ready for away games just yet. I think it would be I think having kids, like young kids that are getting close to that point, part of me would be like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to have them, be able to be like, go on the road and travel. But also too, it's like, you don't want it to be too much for them too soon. Yaba says, Hannah in her private jet, never. Oh, I can never, honestly. Oh, they're so bad for the environment. I know they're speedy, but man, my conscience would feel so guilty jetting around just for the sake of going to sports games. I would try and take like a train or a car or something. I don't know, something not as polluting as a private jet, at least just per passenger. It's so not climate friendly to be flying around everywhere on a jet. Okay, Tommy Brown Jr., hello, glad you made it. Android Channel, Ted Lasso's still the manager for that one British team. Not sure, I've only seen one episode of Ted Lasso. I'm just not that type of a TV person. Red Valor, I'm doing good. I gotta read these poll results before I let them float away. So the second trivia question for tonight, guess my favorite type of dinosaur. Triceratops, I was hoping this would pull some votes. It's not Triceratops. They're really cool, but that is not my favorite dinosaur. Stegosaurus came in second. Yes, it is Stegosaurus. I'm curious to know if Yaba got this one right. It sounded like earlier he was like, I think I got this. I had a stuffed animal Stegosaurus that I named Steggy. I want to say he's still at my parents' house. I hope he is. Knowing my mom, she would not have thrown it away, so it must still be there. But yeah, I just thought the whatever you call them, the spikes on their backs or those big things that stick up were really cool. And then the tail, like the spikes on their tail, is like those were intimidating, but I just remember thinking that's such a cool looking dinosaur. Android Channel, A380 Super Jumbo fitted with 853 seats is the climate friendliest of all planes. True, I'm talking though the amount of carbon emissions if you alone are just jetting around by yourself on a jet. Like your single carbon footprint, like if I were to just order a jet and fly myself to Paris right now versus taking a commercial plane with like 100 other people, it's like your carbon footprint is at least being divided amongst all these other people versus you alone polluting that much in a private jet. I don't like it. I really don't. I understand why some people take private jets for safety and security reasons and privacy. It's like you can't be Taylor Swift and just get on a Delta Airlines flight with 100 other people. It's like she's probably gonna get attacked. Like it's not safe for some people. Or if you're the president, sure. But as just a civilian, I don't know if I would ever want to. Red Valor, go to my YouTube channel and check on my videos because I have several skincare videos on my channel. Thank you for asking. Yaba says, nope, got it wrong. Went for Triceratops. So actually I know I asked this question ages ago and I was wondering if some of you had remembered the answer, but maybe not. Okay, I am gonna do my shout outs for the night because I got some people to thank. First I gotta get JB's handle on here. So there were super chats tonight, one from Roger Hess and one from JB. So thank you very much to the two of you for sending super chats tonight. And then there were gifts from several people. Kirby again, thank you. I got gifts from Reaper, Hopper, Roger Hess, Bishop Bullwinkle, TJ Gray, and Kirby with the Bertha Happy Poop. So thank you guys for the gifts. And then I had two of my wonderful mods here tonight. I had Happy Life and Back to the Future. Back to the Future, I see you're still here. I also wanted to say to everybody who didn't catch it earlier, Happy Life, who was here earlier, has a birthday today. So I'm gonna say another just into the ether, happy birthday to Happy Life. It was fun seeing him earlier. Vice says, I missed the answer. Was it the infamous poodle? No, it wasn't the Poodlesaurus. Hate to disappoint you. It was Stegosaurus. That is my favorite dinosaur. I think it will always be my favorite dinosaur. I should do my least favorite dinosaur for my next live stream on Sunday. Let's next time do trivia. Least favorite dinosaur. Ooh, there's one in particular where I'm like, I don't like you. You're nasty. Vice says, nice. Android Channel says, not shocked that Yava would vote for Triceratops. Nice, very clever. Yava liked it too, good. All right, guys, I think that's everything. Let me put one last reminder in here. One last reminder, you guys already know this, but my next live stream is this Sunday night at 8 p.m. Central Time, USA. So come on back for that one. Back to the Future is saying, Hannah, mods and chat, have a great night. Yes, thank you so much, Back to the Future. Thank you for a very fun Friday night live stream. I'm loving this shorter like schedule with fewer days, because I feel like when I get to the actual live stream days, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm like really excited to catch up with you guys. Good night, Kirby. So good to see you. Dylan Courier says Triceratops. Yeah, with the rice in there. Vice says Gute Nacht. Gute Nacht, Vice. Thanks for being here. Night, Yaba. And yeah, fun chatting with all of you guys. I will see you guys in 2 nights on Sunday night, 8 p.m. Central Time. So come on back and we can chat some more.